I'm Ben Easters.
I'm Preston Terrell.
And we've been on
I've been jamming TV.
Who's in the headphones before the game? Artists that you listen to?
Tupac and Biggie, of course. I just like their music and swagger they have, so I like to plug in the headphones and just prepare myself before the game and get swagged out.
I feel it.
For me, I don't listen to music before the games. Just getting locked in with myself. Sitting there, just going through the game plan in my head and trying to think of what I need to do to get our team to win. So I don't really listen to music before the game. I get more locked in with myself.
Favorite moment from this past season?
Definitely beating Avon in sectionals. They had ended our season the last 5 years, so getting that is an emotional win over them. Big game, a lot of trash talk before the game, and that was my favorite moment of the season.
I'm going to have to go the same. I mean, like he said, Brownsburg hasn't beaten Avon in 2 or 3 years, and for us to go out on our home field and beat them like that from when they beat us in the regular season is a pretty proud moment for our team and the coaching staff. So,
on a lighter note, funniest moment of the season?
Oh man, you go first.
I'm going to have to go with, it was against Ben Davis. It was Portugal. Our other receiver ran a little out route, and I ran a little fade. And you can see in the background, Ben rolls out to throw, and he throws it, and nobody's around him, and he just falls on the ground. He throws it, and he falls right after.
Yeah, the turf got me. My funniest moment, at the time I didn't think it was funny, but like going back, we were playing against HSC, and we had a play called, but our coaches were trying to signal in an audible, and I didn't hear it, and Preston and Luke Lacey were by the sideline, so they were the only ones that heard it. And so Preston and Luke were way behind the play. Like I'd already said go, and they were still looking at the sideline. It was a rollout pass, and they hadn't moved. I was screaming at them after the play because I had to throw the ball away or I got sacked or something. So I was super mad. But going back, that was kind of funny.
So in terms of motivation, who do you play for?
I play for my family, my mom and my dad. They've supported me throughout my whole football career, and they've done so much for me, paying for all the camps, all the special teams like Team Indiana back in middle school days. They've done so much for me that being able to repay them by getting my college paid for and playing as best as I can to show them that what they've paid for and how they've supported me throughout my life has gone to work. I'm doing it.
I'm gonna have to say family too, because family is a big key factor in my life, and we're there for each other for the goods and outs. We play for them, and they, like he said, they take us to all these other places, and for them to sit and watch one game and travel 5 hours back. So for me getting my school paid for and just trying to take my game to the next level, for them not to have to pay for anything, just come watch that for free is a big key for my life, just having them on the side, watching them.
And then speak on a time that you overcame adversity.
I'll just have to say, throughout life, we've had many losses and, wins. It's through the tough times, you gotta sacrifice a lot of things, like losing family members and all that. You gotta say, okay, why did God take them? Why did they take them instead of somebody else? You really gotta sit and think, okay, you kind of blaming God, but at the same time, He doing something for somebody else. He giving somebody an extra life to live, or He's taking somebody to the next step of their life, and you gotta realize not everything could be about you and your family. You gotta think about everybody else in their family. So I'd say just family and sacrifice is a big thing.
Back when me and Preston were in 8th grade, we played 6th through 8th grade. We played with a kid named Nick Scroggins. Went to Fort Wayne, and we played on Team Indiana with him. And he got killed in a drive-by shooting in Fort Wayne. And me and Preston had always been really close with him. And it was really frustrating and it sucked so bad to have him taken away because he was such a special talent and someone that I had become really close with over the years. So I really questioned what's going on. I was really frustrated when he passed away, but now I play for him too. I'm motivated to keep living his legacy. In my Instagram bio I have LLN and fives up for Nick, because long live Nick and fives up. So that was a time dealing with adversity, one of my really close friends back in the day, dealing with his death and then moving on from it.
And building off of that, like he said, we were always close, and after every game we laugh and joke. And I remember he got hurt right before him and Clayton Peters, and we had to switch jerseys in. So he gave me number 1, and he told me to go play for the team and him. And that was really why I wear number 1 today, because the last game I played in was in the number 1 jersey, and that's the last time I really saw him. So like he said, I really just played for him because he didn't have that opportunity we have today to play college football. I knew it was in his dreams. He wanted to play at a high level of college football, go to the NFL, and he got it taken away like that. So really just play for him and living up to his goals that he wants, and just installing that in his life, and knowing that we're going to do everything we can for him to see what we can do to reach his goals as well.
How old were you guys when he passed?
8th grade. So
y'all were young.
Yeah,
14.
so we had played 2 full seasons with him on Team Indiana FBU, and him and Preston were my dudes. Dude was making one-handed spectacular catches in the 7th grade,
right.
And so he's a really special talent. So it was really frustrating and seeing him go, and me and Preston and a lot of the other Team Indiana guys went to his funeral, and it was really tough for all of us. But I think it was good dealing with it at a younger age, because it made us more mature.
It really made you step up in life and just show what you gotta deal with.
Yep.
Appreciate the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. And even piggybacking on 8th grade.
Yeah.
What would you tell the 8th grade version of yourself entering high school?
Just keep moving forward. You never know what's gonna happen. For me, my freshman year, I transferred to Brownsburg, and if you had told myself in 8th grade, hey, you'll be playing at Brownsburg in 2 years and you'll be committed to Kansas, if I would have gone back and told myself that, I would have never believed it. So just no matter what life throws you, keep moving forward, because you never know what opportunities are going to present themselves, and when you do, you got to take advantage of them.
That's my favorite quote, to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I put that in everything. I think it was a little cartoon movie I seen it in. I don't know if it was Up, or it was something. They just kept saying it, and I was just hooked to it.
Yeah.
I would definitely tell myself, like he said, because I transferred after my sophomore year from Columbus North to Brownsburg, and I just tell myself, if I told myself I'm committed to Purdue, I had so many offers as a sophomore, or I'd be at the position I am today, I wouldn't know what to do, because I wouldn't think oh wow, I could be this good if I really worked this hard. So I just tell myself, keep pushing through the adversity, like you said, keep moving forward, just fighting through your battles and just getting through the things you need to get through in life.
And even speaking about Purdue, man, and wide receiver, man, to know that they've had the past 2 Big Ten freshmen of the year, what does that mean to join that wide receiving core?
It's great. Every time I think about it, I'm like, dang, I really get to play with Rondell Moore and David Bell.
Yeah.
And it just makes me step my game up higher, because if I want to go compete as a freshman and win a Big Ten or a Big Ten championship, or win Freshman of the Week and All-American, I'm going to have to compete like they did in practice and film room and everything, and just competing every day.
That's real, man. So what's a quote that you all live by?
Deion Sanders, look good, feel good, play good. You gotta have that swagger in your game.
One time for Trinity, man. I need some proud.
For me, going back to the classic movie Talladega Nights, if you ain't first, you're last. Having that mentality that I want to be the best in everything that I do, and if I'm not, then like I feel like I gotta step it up even more. So being first, you're last. Being the top guy at everything that I do.
That's right. So any hidden talents outside of sports?
I don't know if this is like a talent, but like I consider myself a pretty good like card player. Like I can play like poker and euchre and like card tricks and stuff.
So like them ESPN shows.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's not really a talent, but like I'm pretty good at cards.
You make some money on some cards.
Yeah.
I hustle my grandma.
I made some money off people before.
Mine's wakeboarding.
Really?
Yeah.
Wakeboarding.
Love wakeboarding.
Describe it. Describe it for people who don't.
So you sitting on a boat in the back, and you like on this board, and you just gotta lean up, and you can do flips, back flips, all that.
It's like skateboarding
Yeah,
on water.
skateboarding on water.
So have you wiped it like?
Oh yeah, I remember coming back. It was in the summer, and I cut my hand from it, and we were getting ready summer practice, and I walk in the weight room with tape around my hand. Coach Hart and Witt said, "What'd you do?" I said, "I cut my hand open wakeboarding," and they.
Oh, I was mad.
They about lost it because in practice I just catch it with one hand and I have to.
Oh man.
Keep going.
Dude, I tried just surfing in California, and I could not even like get up on the board to do it. It's hard. I don't know how you do it.
You gotta have good balance.
Yeah, that's true.
My problem is every time I get up, I can't stay up. I just fall.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt it at all. my weight and gravity and stuff. Cool. I actually won't even be in the water at all. So, like in college, what do y'all want to study?
For me, business and finance. My dad's a financial advisor, helping people with money. So business and finance for me, because it's such like a broad spectrum of jobs. Like, so I don't have to know exactly what I want to do right away. Like I have a lot of different things that I can go into. So I say like business and finance for me.
The same thing. I want to get my business degree in sales, marketing, and management, and just have that to the side just in case if something else doesn't work out in my life, just to always have a backup plan.
Any shout outs that you got to give to people?
I gotta shout out my offensive line this year. I would not have thrown for 23 touchdowns and 1,900 something yards this year if it wasn't for them.
I thought you know the exact number. What's the exact number?
1,958 yards.
That's what I'm about to say. Talk your stuff, man. 1,958. Talk.
So yeah, definitely my offensive line. They're the best group of guys I've ever been around. They all work together as a unit, and they all care for each other and care for everyone on the offense. And it makes it that much more fun to go out and play with a group of guys that have so much passion.
That's a quarterback you definitely want to play for.
Shout out to receivers coach, Coach Witt, Coach Hart, and definitely the whole team because, they've been through the ins and outs with everybody and sacrificed for each position. And, if the running back's got to run, we got to block. If we got to throw, then he's going to block for us. So just knowing that everybody's going to do their job, then we're going to build something special. And so shout out to my team for doing that for us this year.
Yeah, definitely. This is like the team that I felt the most close with throughout my whole life. Like this group of seniors that we played with and the junior class, sophomore class, like we all have meshed so well and like built such a good team together. It's going to be really sad to see all the seniors leave, but this is the team I've been closest with in my life.
Well, man, we definitely appreciate you guys coming through.
We
got you shouted out in a nice little music video coming up very soon. I say some nice clips, man. So we got some things, man. Looking forward to seeing you do great things next season, man. How does last hoorah gonna feel?
It's gonna be sad, but exciting at the same time because you don't want to leave your high school because you're gonna remember your high school games forever.
Definitely.
Forever.
The camaraderie, the closeness is gonna be way different.
Yeah, Coach Hart's like 100 years old, and he still remembers all his high school football games.
And I wish you all the best, man.
I appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Keep moving forward. We out. Peace.